Global warming is breaking new records every year, and it's showing no signs of slowing down. And we're using up more of the world's resources than it can regenerate. Here are 6 scary facts about the effects of climate change. First fact is climate change could be irreversible by 2030. According to a report conducted by the UN Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, urgent action is needed to avoid the catastrophic effects of global warming. Without change, the world's coral reefs could be completely eradicated, and we could see an increase in widespread flooding, extreme heat, drought, and poverty. Second fact is greenhouse gas levels are at an all-time high. There are more greenhouse gases in the atmosphere than ever before, and that's causing the Earth's temperature to rise. The burning of fossil fuels, emissions from transport, and the environmental impact of intensive farming have all contributed to high levels of CO2 in our atmosphere. And scientists say this is the fastest and largest increase in CO2 the world has ever seen. Third fact is more than 1 million species face extinction. While the expected rate of species extinction is usually around 5 species a year, we're currently losing up to 10,000 times the normal rate. This loss of biodiversity reduces water quality and food security, and also results in a loss of natural pest control as predators. Fifth fact is climate change is creating a refugee crisis. As global temperatures increase, millions of people are fleeing their homes to avoid the impacts of droughts and extreme storms. The International Organization on Migration estimates that up to 200 million people could be displaced by climate change by 2050. Around 50% of all carbon emissions are emitted by the richest 10% of the world's population. Yet global warming is making climate change refugees of the world's poorest. Fifth fact is that our oceans are dying. UN has warned that marine life faces irreparable damage from the millions of tons of plastic waste that ends up in the oceans every year. Half of the world's coral reefs have died in the last 30 years, and 2/3 of the Great Barrier Reef have been damaged by coral bleaching. Sixth fact is that we use more of the Earth's resources than it can renew. The world's superpowers, including the UK and US, use more than double the number of resources they're able to produce. If we continue the current rate of consumption, we'd need 1.7 planets to support the demand on the Earth's ecosystems.